Hey, thanks for joining me today. So I just did a pickup for a free box of VHS tapes. I've always loved physical media, and a lot of these are very interesting. I got a bit of a challenge ahead of me because there's some tape. Unfortunately, the person taped up the box that these were all in. So there's going to be a little bit of a struggle. You'll see what I'm talking about if I haven't already edited in the footage of the box, but I'm going to try my best not to damage any of the tapes as I open it up. And yeah, let's see what's in this box. Okay, let us see how this goes. Ooh, yep, I think we're going to have to leave the tape on there and just cut it. First one that was on the top of the stack that I very carefully tried to remove the tape. Unfortunately, a little bit of damage occurred here, and there's still a little bit of tape on the bottom there. This still has the Disney video sticker. Very nostalgic for me. So this is The Rocketeer. I actually didn't know that Jennifer Connelly was in this movie. I might have to watch this. It's kind of cool that it has a gray top. Usually it's all black, but we have Star Trek 4, A Voyage Home. Star Trek 6, The Undiscovered Country. That is really classic. I remember even the Friday the 13th VHSs back in the day had the exact same design with the Paramount logo. These were the ones that really caught my eye. They are the James Bond gift sets. Stay tuned in until the end of the video, and I'm going to actually take these out individually. You can see here where I just couldn't get the tape off without damaging the VHS, so I just cut it and left it. Here's volume 1. I forget if I said the other one was volume 1 or 2, or if I didn't mention it, but this is volume 1. The last one was volume 2. Next is 101 Dalmatians. Cinderella. Okay, this one has damage. Wow, that artwork is so amazing. I've never seen that artwork for Cinderella before. That is so great. I guess they had this shiny little camera sticker. That is awesome. Oh, there we go, another Star Trek. Let it focus. The Wrath of Khan. This is an interesting cover too. I don't know if I like it. I've never liked covers that are just like a bunch of different images on a collage, but yeah, I'm gonna have the whole Star Trek film set by the end of it. I was gonna grab a Disney, but this one is yep, Star Trek #1. I keep wanting to say episode 1, episode 2 because of Star Wars, and apologies if I say Star Wars instead of Star Trek, but it's not episode 1, it's just Star Trek, the first movie, the motion picture. Pocahontas. Now I probably had this exact VHS as a kid. Pocahontas was one I watched all the time. Oh, this happened a lot with VHSs back in the day, especially these Disney ones. They would get cracked like that. Oh, The Lion King. This was one I always borrowed but never actually owned myself. Again, epic cover. They should really just go back to some of these VHS covers for the recent releases. These are beautiful. More damage. I think that was inevitable. If the insert paper got above or below the protective plastic, it was going to get damaged. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Now this one is actually a little bit holographic. I've also never seen that before. That is so cool. Yeah, I love that. Those extra flares really make a big difference. It's on the side too. God, there's something about just holding a big kind of object that's the art really just is a lot more impressive than it would be on like something small. I was kind of hoping the foil treatment would be on the label as well. The Little Mermaid. Aladdin. Another one of my favorites that I never owned, but but I loved Aladdin. And it just gets better. It just gets better with time. When Toy Story first came out, was it only a Pixar thing, or did Disney own Pixar at that time? I remember Toy Story always being Disney Pixar Toy Story, but perhaps it was just Pixar's Toy Story for a year or two. Star Wars Trilogy. That is so cool. The golden one. Oh, it's upside down. Oh, these are the special edition. Yeah, I've never had these. I didn't discover Star Wars until on DVD years later, so I never had the VHSs. Very cool. Oh, I've always loved. I've seen all these covers, even though I never owned these, and I always loved the Empire Strikes Back special edition cover the most. I'm not sure if these are widescreen or not. I know there was some VHSs that came out that were widescreen. These ones might still be cropped 4:3. Oh, that is amazing. Yeah. Honestly, it might still be the best covers that I've seen for this trilogy of films. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. With a little special cartoon. Oh yeah, there we go. Star Trek 3, The Search for Spock. Star Trek 5, The Final Frontier. Another rogue James Bond, Live and Let Die. Batman. I've seen this VHS many times in many thrift stores. This is probably maybe one of the more beat up ones. It's like fraying on the bottom here, and there's a lot of damage, but yeah, it'll always be amazing to see this. Just the plain design with just the Batman symbol, it's iconic. The Towering Inferno. The Godfather. And these on VHS, I think every release of them came with 2 VHSs. Just like Titanic, it's just such a long movie. Godfather Part 2. Godfather Part 3. This is the final director's cut. Kind of ironic because it would not be the final director's cut, as The Godfather Coda, The Death of Michael Corleone, came out a couple years ago. And who knows if that's the final cut. Godfather 3, I feel, is like a film that Francis Ford Coppola could just never get right, could never be happy with, probably mostly due to studio pressure and their imposing stuff on him. Something I just noticed about this VHS tape, it's a gold tape. I've never seen that before. I've seen green ones, and I think I've seen some blue ones, but I've never seen a gold tape. Wow, that is so cool. Oh, and it looks like we have some home videos. Not really home videos, but pre-recorded tapes. Apollo 13 and... oh, PBS. Yeah, Apollo 13 PBS. And I don't know what these string of characters mean down here. Looks like someone made a home video recording of Apollo 13. I saw this. I don't think this is meant for like home recording. I think it's an adapter. Looks like it's for SVHS? Yeah. I know that there were a few different formats. I don't know a whole lot about the format wars back then, but I know that there were beta tapes and a few other formats, so maybe this was to adapt some of those other formats. What is SVHS? Was that a smaller type of VHS? Like was SVHS what was used in home video recorders? Yeah, maybe so. And then so you would record to a little SVHS tape and then put it in here to watch it on your VHS player. I'm just guessing. That's what I would think this is for. Please let me know if you actually know what this is for. Go through these one by one, very quick. I'm just going to show the artwork. I'm not going to take the tape out. Dr. No. Still one of the best James Bond films, definitely in my top 10. And then Goldfinger, gotta rewatch it. I remember reading about maybe her getting sick or something from all the gold paint they use behind the scenes of Goldfinger. From Russia with Love. I never saw this film. I played a bit of the video game remake of it, but never saw this one. Diamonds Are Forever. Thunderball, another Connery one. You Only Live Twice. and the making, behind the scenes of Thunderball. Imagine if they were making these gift sets today, they would have to make probably, like 12 or 13 of them to encompass all 26 Bond films.